Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 13, called Sisterhood of the Traveling Beefs. And for some reason, I got a lot of notes on this. So let's go ahead and jump into it. If you've been here before or if you haven't and you enjoy the content, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Y'all already know I'm trying to grow my channel, and like the video so we can push it through this YouTube algorithm. Thank you in advance. And let's go ahead and jump into it. So we start with Karen, and she's telling Ray that she's going to Mexico. And he's like, why are you going to Mexico? Ray, you know she got a film. But she said it's for Ashley's birthday. And I didn't realize that Ashley is only 34. Not that she looks like drastically older, but I thought she was a little older. Karen said she and Ashley are going like ahead of time. I think, they're flying together. It looked like later on they flew together, or I don't know how it worked out. But she said that they're going ahead of time to make sure everything's good with the rooms, etc. And they're taking Wendy because, most of the group just doesn't like Wendy. So that's that. We see Giselle, and she's finally opening up and sharing something for a change. Because why are you on a reality show if you're going to be private? But anyway, she shares that her fibroids are enlarged and that she has to basically get a hysterectomy. And that's so scary. Like, it just sounds scary. Oh, I was nervous for her. She's worried about the pain, her future sex life, like everything, and understandably so. And she says she was caught off guard. Like, she's not usually the one that has any medical issues or anything like that. She said she was advised not to travel, but she has pre-planned travel arrangements with her girls, so she's going to travel anyway. Her and Robin are on the phone still after she discusses the fibroids, and they proceed to talk about the confusion with Karen's variety show, what they thought it was going to be versus what it actually was. And, they feel a way that Charisse wasn't invited. It was like everybody and their mama got an invite. Even Katie got invited, but you purposely left Charisse off. Yeah, she left Charisse off because she don't like her. And that's that. So they laugh at Charisse sharing the nip slip video with the group, but the Grand Dame low-key didn't find that funny. So she played it off, but she ain't really play it off because we know she ain't find it funny. Giselle puts on her producer hat, and she said, you know what, I'm nosy, and I want to get down to the bottom of this Charisse and Karen beef. I always want to get down to the bottom of something. So we see Robin with her family, and she tells her sons that they need to get measured for suits for their wedding day because she said, look, Juan and I have been, she was like, your dad and I have been engaged for over 2 years, so it's time to actually, get married. Yeah, but you've been talking about getting married for 7. So I'm thinking, okay, you might want to hold off, actually. On second thought, hold off because, sorry y'all, I ain't flat iron my wig, nothing. Anyway, you might want to hold off because according to the streets, Juan in some mess, and you might not want to, now might not be the time. You might just want to just stay engaged. So their youngest son, Carter, said, I thought there wasn't going to be a wedding. Baby, there's not. But okay, let's just do this anyway. So the kids ask why Gigi and Pop-Up aren't going to be at the wedding. And Robin says she wants to keep it intimate. 6 people is intimate, Robin. You can't get much more intimate than that. Like, 2 more people ain't going to make it less intimate. You don't want to tell them because it ain't happening, in my opinion. So Robin asks where they think they should elope. Corey says Jamaica. But Robin said, what do you think about the Chesapeake in Maryland? Girl, what? That ain't even... If you already had a place, why you ask? So a well-dressed man comes to the door to get their measurements, and Robin says she wants to get married in July. Well, it took 7 years, but we finally got somewhat of a date. So we see Mia pretending to work, and she tells Gordon she has to, basically he got to pick up the slack because she going to Mexico. Like, she do everything, and he got to help out. Mia says Jacqueline's upset with her because she didn't find a babysitter for Jacqueline's kids for the Mexico trip. I want to know what the conversation really was, because I think Mia be putting 20 on 10. So Jackie's sister happens to be Mia's nanny, but she doesn't feel like Jackie always relies on her. Like, she's always relying on her to help with the kids or help her in life. I agree that she should not be relying on Mia for childcare and things like that all the time. But I just don't like how Mia treats Jackie. Like, I feel like it's not a problem until the cameras are rolling, and then all of a sudden you throwing your friend of however many years under the bus. So we're at the airport, and Ashley said this birthday trip looks a little different because for the first time in 10 years, she's not celebrating with Michael. But Karen, Wendy, and Ashley arrived. They're in the car, and they cheers to her birthday with a beer. Yuck. I hate beer. Like, ew. Even the smell of it, just no. But Ashley love a good beer. It's her birthday. Have at it. Meanwhile, on the plane, supposedly Mia and Jackie got into it about their parenting skills. Mia tells the ladies that, she told Jackie that her kids are not her responsibility. Jackie said, this is according to Mia, it takes a village to raise a child, but you wouldn't know nothing about that. So naturally, Mia's feelings are hurt because she didn't have a village to help raise her. And I would say that was messed up. But what was said... See, I don't want to be making excuses because that comment was low. But, what was said prior to that even made her say this? So, Ashley and Karen discuss the gifts they're going to give to the ladies when they get to their rooms. And on the ride to the hotel, Cherie said Karen told Mia that she puts a dark cloud over the group when she's around the group. Now, when I used to watch way back in the day, I ain't really see it for Charisse, but that was back then. We don't know about now. Right now, she brings nothing to the group. Let's be real. Mia gonna say, "Oh, Charisse is fun, girl. You just love to lie, what? Like unnecessary lies. Nobody even asked for that, but okay." So the group was finally together, and Jackie said Mia gets upset. And then she switches up on her. Every time she get mad at her, she switch up on her. Well, with friends like that, who needs enemies? So they start arguing, and Mia said, close your legs and married men. Mia and Nene both need to take that advice. Truth be told, Nene ain't taking that advice currently. And Mia didn't either because she said her and Gordon got together when he was married. In 2 seasons. She said it last season. She said it again this season. So, girl, go on. Jackie is pissed and says Mia sold her soul and that she never slept with G. Wait a minute. Mia didn't say you slept with G. She just said to married men. Candace tells Mia to go check on your friend and me outside. But Mia was like, no, because Jackie had made a comment that Mia needs some D. I mean, we know Gordon is a man of a particular age. Maybe he can't always just get it up when he needs. Anyway. So the 2 isolated ladies, Wendy and Candace, the ones they trying to ice out, are the only 2 that are trying to diffuse this situation. I would have been sitting there with the rest of them. But that's just me. Jackie said, 30 years of friendship, I always had your back, and now it's down the drain. I thought they met in high school, and Mia said last season she was 36, so she'd be 37. The math just ain't mathing because 1 + 1... Okay. But... Mia said, look, she's grateful Jackie's family took her in, but she's not an open checkbook. Understandable, but again, I think she doing a little much for that storyline of hers. Karen gathers the ladies to see a shaman. Seems like it's a trendy thing with the housewives now. They keep doing this, but it don't compare. Nope, I don't want to see no shaman. I want to see that man they saw on that Africa trip on Real Housewives of Atlanta when he told Sheree she never gonna get married. And she said, I don't see that. He said, never, ever. And she with Martell Holt. So he also told Candy her husband was right there. And lo and behold, Ty was right there behind the camera whole time. Anyway, the ladies get to their rooms. Robin puts on the veil that Karen got her, and she goes out to the balcony, looks around, and the veil flies off. And she still has a sign, I'm never getting married. Child, you ain't need that sign. You knew you would. Anyway. But that's what I was thinking. And more importantly, I'm glad there is no fighting over the rooms. Oh, it felt like heaven to just watch an episode where there was no fighting over no rooms. Ooh, already this trip is better than Miami. Already. So at dinner, Giselle said her friend Steve is now her boo. Like, she been trying to get rid of him, keep him in the friend zone, but he won't go away. He won't stray. He keep coming back. So, Ashley says she doesn't know she wants her marriage with Michael to end. Don't care. Next, Robin tells the ladies about her veil fiasco. And Karen said... That veil said, I ain't got time. You've been telling this lie for 7 years. Like, telling everybody that lie with that fake ass ring. I hollered. I hollered. Ooh. Anyway, Candace says she's been inspecting her vagina now because she wants to make a memory of it. So when she starts to have kids and she gets stretched out, she'll have the memory of it. Girl, I'm gonna leave it alone. She shares she's disappointed that she wasn't pregnant, and she tells the ladies that she's gonna restart IVF. I wouldn't share nothing with that group. I would not be telling anything personal with these ladies. I would not. Sharice and Karen talk about the nip slip video, and Karen says Sharice is begging her for friendship. That is true. She is begging her for friendship, but that's because she's trying to get back on the show. So Sharice said, she's fine with Karen not wanting to be friends. She just needs her to be woman enough to say it to her face. No, she don't need to be woman enough to say it to your face. Why do I need to be like, girl, I'm coming out of nowhere. I just want to let you know I don't want to be your friend. Like, you know what's up. Like, she don't want to be your friend. She don't need to come say it to your face. You already know what it is. Karen said no one talked about your ass in years. Oop. Sharice said when she went through her divorce and her father passing, Karen didn't even bother to call her. And Karen said, I'll text you, and that's all I had to give because I lost my mother too. Sharice said she drove to Karen when her mother passed. And Giselle said, well, yeah, that is true. She was at the funeral. Karen said, girl, calm down. That's when you know you're losing the fight. When you start. Okay. So Karen starts yelling at Sharice to keep her mother's name out her mouth. She won't tolerate her disrespecting her mother. Sharice said, I ain't talk about your mother. What I was talking about. Karen cuts her off, yells over top of her, and says that her mother is not going to be the way that you get in this group, and I will whoop your butt in this place. Giselle says she has no idea why this geriatric fight is happening. Not too much, Giselle. Not too much. Y'all about the same age. Let's not. And then Giselle proceeds to say, well, whose man does Sharice sleep with? One of your boyfriends, Karen? Child. Shady. So Karen is deflecting, and she made something out of nothing to get the heat up off of her because she knew she was wrong. She knew Sharice was right. Sharice must got something real heavy on Karen that she don't want to get out. That's all I got. It's to be continued. So let me know what y'all thinking down in the comments. Be sure to check out my other content. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.